Hello everybody, welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. In the last episode we saved most of our party members, and I managed to save Lae'zel this time. So I have her with me. But there's one more party member, at least in the immediate future, that I need to save. And we are here.
Brain things called. There, in the grass. You can kill it, can't you? Like you killed the others?
Kill it yourself. You look capable enough.
I was hoping for a kind soul. Well, not to worry.
Alright. Yeah, this is going to be a dexterity thing. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Bitch.
I saw you on the ship, strutting about whilst I was trapped in that pod. What did you and those tentacled freaks do to me?
Why would you think I had anything to do with that? You have it backwards. They snatched me up too.
I'm not an idiot. I saw... Ah!
Your mind twists. You're looking out of unfamiliar eyes, prowling dark, busy streets. You try to hold the memory, but it fades to the worm. The light. The fear.
What was that? What's going on?
Honestly, I have no idea. I'm not going with that, though. It's the Mind Flayer's worm. It connected us.
The worm? Of course. That explains things. Somewhat. And to think, I was ready to decorate the ground with your innards. Apologies.
Yeah, sure. Glad to see we're all caught up now.
Indeed we are. Please, allow me to introduce myself. My name's Astarion. I was in Baldur's Gate when those beasts snatched me.
We'll go with the Baldurian one.
Is that so? We clearly move in different circles.
Yes, unfortunately. They'll turn us into Mind Flayers.
Turn us into... Of course it'll turn me into a monster. What else did I expect? Although, it hasn't happened yet. If we can find an expert, someone that can control these things, there might still be time.
Control it? We need to get rid of it.
Well, yes, of course. But first things first.
I need to get moving, but you can shelter at my camp.
I was ready to go this alone. But maybe sticking with the herd isn't a bad idea. Safety in numbers, after all. And I hate to turn down an invitation. All right. Maybe I'll see you there. Good luck.
Asterion is annoying to me. But he's a rogue, and I'm a rogue, so I don't really need him, but... as we get... Oh, Jesus Christ, that scared the shit out of me. As we get going here, I remembered what I was going to talk about, or at least one of the things I was going to talk about in the last episode. So, this actually occurred a few weeks ago, and by the time this episode airs, it'll be even longer, probably like a month and a half or so. But, our store gets mystery shopped once a month. And a few weeks ago, it happened to be me while I was working by myself. I don't know if it was Memorial Day weekend or the weekend after, but I was working both weekends by myself. And apparently the mystery shopper described me as, well, not described me as, but she was like, he greeted me when I came in. Although he was dealing with multiple customers at once, it made me feel welcome and appreciated, I guess, all that. I don't know. But it was very, very nice. And clearly she had no idea what duress I was under at that time. And how much I was questioning my life choices. But it's good to know that...
Aren't you worried your kind will punish you for consorting with us?
Hold on.
My name is Lazelk Chucky. And my kin will understand my need for servants. They will help you, but only if I ask.
You have no response to that, Shadowheart? It's good to know that even though I was having a really rough time of it, and I was just getting massacred by the number of customers there were and all that stuff. Oh yeah, we're going to the Emerald Grove, by the way. It's good to know that she had no idea of it, and that I was still capable of doing my job to the best of my ability. So that's a good thing to know. You know, a good thing to hear, and it's good to know that I was appreciated. But she also described me as being a tall male, 46 to 55. I just turned 45 a couple weeks ago, so I was with you up until that last part, but it's okay. I don't mind. Age is only a number. I don't mind getting older, except that I'm in a lot more pain now than I used to be, but life sucks, and I abuse my body pretty good, so it was to be expected. But, yeah, I just thought that was funny, but also really cool, and I'm glad that, I'm glad I can still perform to the level I need to perform to when I have to.
There are children here, you fool! We was running for our lives. You led them straight to us, and you let them take the druid too? Unbelievable!
One fight just ended, and now you're picking another? Relax.
Tell that to the dead at the gate.
Shut it, Horns!
Alright, if you want me to.
I'd be lying dead next to the goblins if you'd stalled any longer.
My duty is to this camp.
Oh, God forbid you risk your precious tail. But I shouldn't be surprised. Foulbloods ain't known for courage.
You see the tiefling's jaw clench. He's about to erupt.
I could go with the tiefling thing since I'm a tiefling. Oh, I really should. I don't want to be racist like that, though. I really don't. So I'm going to go with persuasion. More violence won't bring back those you lost. Stop and think. Alright, here we go. Oh, that's a fail. That is a fail right there.
With a thunk,
Oh.
the man collapses.
There he goes.
Unconscious.
Enough. The goblins have found us. No doubt the beasts will be back. We need to pack up and leave. Immediately!
Bigger fighting goblins is for once.
Let's try to avoid any more punching. We need to find a healer.
Indeed. And yes, it could have been worse, so it's alright. This is kind of our first settlement that we're finding in the game. Unfortunately, there's a lot going on here, too. Hi, Aaron.
Refugees, adventurers, no one in years, and suddenly we're overwhelmed. Well met. And thank you for beating back those goblins. Most brave of you. Is there anything you need?
That's what I do.
If you do. The ritual will be complete before too long.
What ritual are you talking about?
Ah, I forgot. You're a blow-in. A few days hence, this grove will be completely concealed by thorny vines. None will be able to enter or leave. A drastic measure. But more monsters seem to terrorize this region every day.
What about the people here?
We druids will be safe. As for those that took refuge here, well, may Sylvanas guard them as they continue their travels.
Could go with the racist thing again, but I'm not going to. You just said the region's overrun by monsters. They won't survive by themselves.
As I said, it's a drastic measure. But the survival of the grove is paramount. There just aren't enough supplies to support everyone.
I'm looking for a healer.
I pray no goblin arrow has grazed you. Nettie could put you to rights. She should be with the others in the inner chambers. But I doubt she'll be taking on new patients. The grove will be locked down soon.
You said that already. What are you selling?
Just some bits and bobs I no longer need.
I'm gonna buy a supply pack, and that's basically it for right now.
Sylvanas, guide your path.
And you too, Aaron. Let's go talk to these tieflings over here.
Hells! We can't just leave. They're kin!
I'll not gamble our lives, our futures, on people who are as good as dead. We must leave for Baldur's Gate at once.
Can we all just take a moment, please?
What's the point in blades and spells if we don't bloody use them? We should stay. These people aren't fighters. We can help.
Or yell louder. That's fine too.
Oh, I like Leah. You should all stay. A single blade could make a difference. There we go. Success, baby.
Thank you. It's the right thing to do, and you know it.
She's right, Roland. We're better than this.
Zerg. Fine, I'll stay too. Lest you both end up with your throats slit by goblin blade.
Thank you, Roland.
Uh-huh. Well, cool. We resolved that. Oh yeah, we're about to pick up another party member. Oh yeah, I was just thinking that I really didn't realize how much the race of my character could affect certain things. So yeah. I'm a tiefling, and there are tieflings out there getting, you know, discriminated against and all that stuff, so. Let's go get Will. Talk to Yumi.
Right. Go for the heart.
Oh. Well, that doesn't do it right away. Guess we'll talk to Will.
Go on.
There we go.
Give me your best shot. Not bad. Again.
I can't do it. I'm not like you.
Umi, I don't need you to be like me. You just have to buy enough time to run. Come on. I believe in you. You can do this.
It's good advice, child. You do well to listen.
You're on the right path, Umi. Go on now. Practice what you've learned. Well met. The Blade of Frontiers at your...
The man's smile bends downward, and his thoughts become yours. You are the Blade of Frontiers, racing through the wastes of Avernus. Just ahead, a diabolical figure, red skin, single curled horn, blazes with flame, bloodied great axe held high.
Hell's great fires. You were on the ship.
Yes. And we both carry parasites.
Doomed to shed our skin and become a lithid, or so the stories go. But we haven't sprouted any tentacles. Not yet, anyway. Could just be good luck. I'm not so...
Your minds collide once more. Will chases the fiend ignited with rancor. She is an infernal war devil. A threat to the living. Evil incarnate.
Shit! You saw her. Advocatus Diaboli.
Advocatus Diaboli. A devil's advocate. A champion in the blood war between diabolical forces and demons.
Apparently my history stat is pretty decent. I succeeded in the roll for that. The history roll. Continue.
Her name is Karlach. An archdevil soldier I swore on my good eye to kill.
I tracked her through the hells to the Mind Flayer ship.
I didn't remember that.
But the damned Illithids infected me before I could end her.
She's out there now, preying on the innocent. I don't kill her, she'll leave behind nothing but a trail of corpses.
I was surprised by that because Karlach becomes a companion of mine. So, spoiler alert, sorry. It's not much of a spoiler, but... I'm looking to cure this infection. I suggest we partner up.
Just so you know, my first duty is Karlach. I'm oath-bound to go after her. But I won't deny this infection is bothersome. I accept your invitation.
Sorry, but there's no room for me.
That is true. There is no room for you. Meet me at camp.
A splendid plan. We'll talk more there.
All right. The party is growing. Hi, Zaru.
By Mordai's eyes, another one. My friend's blood not enough. Come to rip me open too.
In Kresh Kalir, a formal greeting begins with a bow.
Is this monster with you?
Yes, and I suggest you do as she says. Shadowheart didn't like that. Of course she did.
Lower.
I'm gonna shut her down. Fuck it. That's enough, Lae'zel. I'll take it from here.
You dare interrupt? Has the tadpole ravaged your senses?
Has it ravaged yours? She's not gonna like this. Enough, Lae'zel. You will be silent. Can't believe he actually listened. Here, we'll do this. You, tell me where you saw the Githyanki. Sorry, can't pronounce it.
On the road to Baldur's Gate, near the mountain pass. Saw us, for we saw it. Jammed its blade through Yul's belly, straight to the other side. And I just ran.
The map. Show me.
Alright, Lae'zel. You got what you needed.
Yes. Your mediocre interrogation technique notwithstanding. Up. You can keep your innards.
Thank you, Lae'zel. By the way, fuck yourself. Oh, she wants to talk to me. Where you going?
Gods, deliver me.
The last time a subordinate questioned my judgment, I ate tongue stew that very night.
I warned you, didn't I? You ought to reconsider keeping her around before she causes real trouble.
Subordinate? No, we're partners. You'll treat me with respect.
Kenyak, your tantrum proves you no wiser than a hatchling. The tiefling was clear. If the road gets yanked west of here, that must be our objective. Purification cannot wait.
We are tieflings with an F.
I am unfamiliar with the, well, I shall not say culture. Custom, perhaps. You will educate me on matters of this Fey run.
No, it's Faerun. What do you mean purification?
The creche holds the Zaithisk. It will cleanse us of the parasite. By covenant, I can say no more.
Okay, then. Like I said before, I did not have Lae'zel on my main run, so this is all new to me. But I'm going to go out on a limb and say that the purification doesn't work. I don't think that's that much of a spoiler. Alright, where am I going? Oh, we got stuff over here. These guys again.
We should have left by now. Damnation! Instead, we're just sitting here, practically begging to be attacked. Staying is a mistake.
Dude, it's been like 30 seconds. I'm gonna go with this one. So eager to go to... Hold on. So eager to go to Baldur's Gate. Do they even welcome tieflings?
More than most. A few strangers may stare, but they'll keep their daggers sheathed. I'll be warmly received. Besides, you are looking at Lorroakan's newest apprentice.
Lorroakans?
Yes, that Lorroakan. The greatest wizard in Baldur's Gate.
I know who he is. I just had to deal with him.
Yes? Lives in Ramazes Tower in the upper city.
The very same.
Word in Waterdeep has it he's a bit of a cad. But you say he's an accomplished wizard.
Of course he is. The greatest spellcaster along the Sword Coast. As if I'd settle for a lesser mentor.
In that case, I'd very much appreciate it if you could arrange an introduction, should we reach the city.
I've heard stories about Lorroakan. Not all of them good.
Common gossip. The byproducts of ignorance and jealousy. I've admired Lorroakan for years. Never dreamed he'd answer my letter. But I've worked myself to the bone for this. Few can match me in either magic or talent. The names Roland and Lorroakan will be known far and wide. You'll see.
Right. Okay. Hi, Octa.
You! Saw you fighting those slimy bastards. Fancy a bowl? Best to fill your belly now, while we still can.
A bowl of grey goo reminds me of home. I'm not going with that, but I thought it was funny. Take a bowl.
Look, it ain't much, but it might make all the difference.
Absolutely, I appreciate
The
it.
only way to make it to Baldur's Gate is to run, and run hard. If a gnoll catches your scent, you'll need every bit of strength. Trust me.
Oh, I trust you on that,
Doesn't taste half bad.
that regard. Auntie Ethel, the one and only.
Ah, if it isn't the talk of the camp. Thank goodness you came along when you... Oh. There isn't a bit of colour in those cheeks, Petal. Are you hurt? Cold? Feverish?
Is that some kind of racist
Auntie
comment?
Ethel will sort you out. I've lotions and potions galore.
Sorry, the phone was ringing. What are you, an alchemist?
Oh, nothing as fancy as that. But I come from a long line of women with a dab hand at such things. Aha! You take a sup at that and you'll feel right as rain, sweetie.
And what is this exactly?
Oh, 'tis just a healing potion, nothing fancy. Here. You just look like you might need a pick-me-up. I'm sorry to go on about it, but are you all right? You're looking awful peaky.
Hold on a minute. Alright, sorry, I'm back. You look awfully peaky. I've been better. It's difficult to explain.
Oh, I've seen it all. I once had a fella who'd been caught dabbling with a dryad. The wife was none too pleased and introduced him to a pot of boiling oil. But worry not. I fixed him up, and depending on the lighting, he looks good as new. My point is, whatever ails you, I promise I've seen worse.
Something doesn't add up about this one. Don't tell her anything.
What is it, Petal? What's wrong?
There's nothing wrong, I swear. Everything's fine.
As you wish, Petal. Now, do you need anything? I have a few odds and ends for sale.
Sorry, clearing up some work stuff. What harm? Show me your wares.
Hey, bother.
Nothing I really want right now, and I really don't have that much gold, so...
Take care now, sweetie.
Oh, I will. You too. Crazy sicko. Oh yeah, we gotta talk to this guy. Sorry, this episode is a lot of talking and a lot of story stuff.
Thanks for fighting off those goblins. If you need to replace any gear, just ask. My selection's pretty slim. I had to leave most of my equipment in Elturel.
That forge is holding on by a thread. Are you a smith?
Of sorts. Used to be a bread and butter tinsmith before Elturel fell into Avernus. These days my talents are more eclectic. Learned a lot in my time in the Hells. Hope to forget most of it. But between you and me, there's nothing in all the realms like the utter power of infernal machinery. Alas, my offerings are far more humble these days.
Oh yeah, I guess I am trying to find a healer, huh? Should probably do that. I think it's in here. Actually, I don't think the healer's in here. I think I came to the wrong place.
Your help at the gate was appreciated.
Sure. I'm sorry. This is never going to get old, but I'm toast butter.
Well met. Though I should warn you, Visitors are no longer welcome in this grove. Whatever your business here, I'd see to it quickly. The druids are forcing everyone out. This latest attack will only strengthen their resolve.
Why are they forcing you out?
There have been several attacks by different monsters. The druids blame us outsiders for drawing them here. Nobody's welcome anymore. They've started a ritual to cut the grove off from the world outside. We can't stay, but we'll be slaughtered if we leave. We're no fighters.
This ritual, is there no way to convince the druids to stop it?
I've tried. Korga, their new first druid, won't see me. You, though. I know it's not your business, but she owes you for saving this place. Perhaps you could persuade her. For more time to prepare, if nothing else.
I'll see what I can do.
I think you should. Yes. No harm in trying the diplomatic route.
We'd owe you a great debt. If we're forced to leave now, more of my people will die. You'll find the druids at the heart of the grove. Please, make them see sense.
These tieflings prove fragile. I've a mind to end their misery myself.
Calm yourself. They're survivors, not soldiers.
I fail to see the distinction.
Of course you do. Yeah, I just figured out I gotta go this way to find the healer. There you go. You can see them doing the ritual down there. Yep. Yep.
Let my daughter go right now! She's a thief, hellspawn, and you will wait for Korga's judgment. Now get back! Oh, let me through, Mradrasham, or I'll rip your damn throat out!
Oh boy. Things are not going well here. Dude, I'll put an arrow right through your nose.
Oh, Magrin, give her a chance. You, step back. Go join the other tieflings.
If it weren't for me, you'd be overrun by goblins right now. I'll go where I please.
Keep back. Force my hand and I'll show you its claws.
A moment, Giona.
What?
Thank you.
Oh, I understand. You. Apparently Korga wants to see you. Go ahead.
Why, thank you. Oh, God, this motherfucker.
Ah, my good friend. You were at the gates just now, no? When the goblins came? You saw them up close? A few questions, if you please. There's no overstating my interest.
Fine, ask your questions.
Glory. Now then, how would you describe that particular batch of goblins? Size, nature, distinguishing qualities?
You search your mind, successfully recalling various details of goblin behavior.
Okay, continue.
My, a scholar after my own heart. Spent much time among goblins?
The time was spent among books. I'm a student of the page.
I've always preferred experience to the second-hand accounts of lesser men. But to each their own. Now, I've a few more questions, if you don't mind. And the dragon they had marching in the rear, was it of the brass or silver variety?
I was gonna say, dragon? There wasn't any dragon.
Witnesses failed to notice the obvious dragon.
This guy is completely useless.
Last question, then you'll be quite free. Did the attackers rally to the absolute when they fell upon the gates?
They did call out the name like a war cry.
They did, didn't they? Oh, curious. Oh, curious indeed. I've interrogated one, a captive in this very camp. She reports they've abandoned their god Maglabiet in favor of someone called the Absolute. The scandal!
Goblin superstition. Not worth the ink and parchment.
Ah, but is superstition all? These goblins are informed by a kind of strategy anathema to their kind. I, for one, intend to get to the bottom of it. I'm just preparing to head to their camp as we speak, in fact. If you'll excuse me, I ought
Fuck
not
is wrong with this dude? Preparing to head to their camp as we speak. Excuse me, I ought not to twaddle. Be careful, goblins aren't known for mercy.
Never you mind. Who needs mercy when you've a quick tongue, and an invisibility potion stashed in your back pocket? Until we meet again.
Yeah, sure. Look forward to the day. Oh boy.
Please. I'm sorry.
This is madness, Korga. She's just a...
A what, Wrath? A thief? A poison? A threat? I will imprison the devil, and I will cast out the rest.
Thief? Poison? What's this girl's actual crime?
Girl? You mean parasite? She eats our food, drinks our water, then steals our most holy idol in thanks. Wrath, lock her up. She remains here until the rite is complete. And keep still, devil. Tila is restless.
Come, Korga. We took back the idol. Surely...
Do it.
I think I did this in my main playthrough. I'm going to do it again. Release her. I'll see that she stays out of trouble. Oh boy. I'm going to need a good roll for this one. Got it. Woo. I didn't know about that one.
Very well. She may go. Break your word, and my serpent shall feed. Sif, Tila to me! Out, thief. My grace has its limits.
It hurts.
Thank you, Korga. Master Holston...
What was that all
Halsin
about?
isn't here. Keep his name off your tongue, lest Tila pierce it.
Boy, you're just dying to use that snake, aren't you? Shadowheart and Gale want to talk to me.
That woman has more venom in her heart than a snake in its fangs. But at least the child is safe. What is youth if not a time to be forgiven for one's transgressions?
You know what? Sounds like you have something to confess.
Ha! And you don't? You're wholly without vice or sin, or the occasional lapse in judgment? No.
I didn't say that.
You don't strike me as quite that boring.
Fair enough.
I know that look. You're wondering why I was in pain before. Let's just clear the air about that now.
That'd be nice.
It's just an old wound that hurts me from time to time. Nothing to be concerned about. It's nothing to do with the tadpoles, at least, in case your imagination is in danger of getting away from you. It's just something I have to live with.
I mean, I noticed the glowing thing on your hand, so, you know, I don't think it's connected to... I know it's not connected to the tadpoles, but I'm just saying.
Quite a lot, if I'm being honest. But it always passes quickly, so I can manage.
Turn to other matters. Not gonna ask her any of this now. I'll probably talk to her about it back in camp. Oh, I gotta talk to her first. Oh yeah, she is Kaga, duh.
Go on. Say it. You think I'm a monster?
I don't really agree with any of these responses. For the most part, but I'm gonna go with... You're protecting your own. Sometimes cruelty is required.
First you urge grace. Then you speak truth. To think a devil could surprise me twice over. A shame the grace period ends. The Viper's fangs have been bared. She must guard her.
There's no need for that other comment, but whatever.
No matter. I took back the idol of Sylvanus, and the rite is resumed. We will seal the grove, free from harm, free of intruders.
Zevlor believes his people will perish on the road.
And mine perish if he stays. You showed great mettle at the gate. The mettle of a skilled sword for hire. I want you to provide your services to Zevlor. Offer to guide the Outlanders out of the grove. I'm sure they'll reward you well. They're to be gone before final prayer. If they are not, the Viper must strike.
Then it seems I'd best speak to Zevlor.
You will do more than speak. This tale ends but one way. With the Outlander rot cleansed, and the grove forever shrouded.
There we go. This is the person we need to talk to. Hi, Nettie.
I see you. Just give me a moment.
Excuse me, I'm more important than some bird. I'm not going to say that, though. I will wait patiently.
This may be Catherine's. There. It's up to her now. Life or death. Now, what was it you needed?
Healing. Looks like I came to the right person.
I do what I can. For most folks, that's enough. Come here. Let's have a look at you. You seem healthy enough. A bit tired around the eyes, maybe.
No good way of putting this. I have a tadpole in my head.
A tadpole? A mind flayer tadpole?
What other kinds are there? It's not like a frog hopped in my eye. I won't say it. You know of them? Can you help me?
I'll do what I can. Come, follow me. I might be able to help. We need to be quick.
All right.
This
Onward. It cannot be the most comfortable thing to tell people that you have a tadpole in your head. Oh boy.
This one had the same problem as you. Attacked us in the woods together with some goblins. Tadpole crawled out of his head soon after.
I'm going with it. Is everyone being captured by mind flayers these days? Didn't think it was a common experience.
Rather too common as of late. At least that's what Master Halsin suspected. A pity you got me instead of him. He understands these things. Studied them. Still, we have options. All right. Let's see what we can do.
What's that plant? Will it help?
It might. But first things first. Tell me about your symptoms. Have you noticed anything strange happening?
I can merge my mind with anyone else that's infected.
Victims can identify each other. Not that the others know they're victims, of course. How'd you pick up the parasite? Halsin was desperate to find where all this was happening.
I don't know, I just woke up with it. On a mind flayer ship, I was kidnapped and infected.
A mind flayer ship? But Master Halsin was sure. Look, you've been straight with me, so I'll be straight with you. You're dangerous. If you transform here, we're all dead. But you seem like a good soul. You deserve a chance to save yourself.
Thank you for putting away the plant.
This is a vial of wyvern poison. Swear to me, you'll swallow it if you feel any symptoms.
If I feel any symptoms? I thought you could cure me. What about that branch of yours?
The thorn? Coated in a fatal toxin. It was a last resort, in case I couldn't trust you. I don't have a cure. Only a way out. I'm sorry for misleading you, but I had to be sure you weren't a threat before I told you everything. Now, do I have your word or not?
I mean, no, but I'm gonna swear anyway.
I hope it doesn't come to that, but thank you. Here. You know, I've spent my life treating folk and never once saw a mind flayer infection. Then suddenly, there's dozens of you. Maybe more. Master Halsin and I were tracking them, studying them, trying to figure out what the hells was going on. Because you should all be changing. There should be a small army of mind flayers out there. But you're not. Weird powers aside, you seem perfectly normal.
What do you mean by should be changing?
Mind flayers reproduce by infecting someone with their parasite. 7 gruesome days later, the victim transforms and a new mind flayer is born. The thing in your skull, though, it's different to anything in our records. It's one of their worms for sure. But this one gives you powers. Telepathic connections. And it doesn't turn you into one of them. Not yet, anyhow.
That's good news?
Could be. But there's a lot we don't know. Infected, folks like you, have been converging on an old temple of Selûne. And I've no idea why. When Master Halsin heard the adventurers were heading that way, he saw a chance to get answers. Joined on the spot. Whatever he found there, he didn't make it back.
What do you want me to do?
The thing is, I've sent birds to find him. but the place is rotten with goblins. None of us can even get close. You, though, you're one of them. Technically speaking, I mean. They won't kill someone carrying their parasite. If you can find Halsin and get him out of there, we can discover what he learned. And perhaps he can save your life. How's that sound?
Alright, I'll find Halsin.
Thank you. It would mean everything.
I gotta move this along because the recording time is running out,
more.
so.
But only those adventurers know what
Like I have
happened
2
out there.
minutes right now.
All I can say for sure is they all went to the old temple of Selûne. Good
I have
luck
to
out
skip
there.
ahead, I'm sorry.
And if things start to go...
Okay, we're out of there. I gotta end this episode here. Go to robertblanchardbooks.com, check out my books. You can read the first 3 chapters of each book there for free. If you'd like to hear more about them, you can listen to the Rise of Dragons podcast wherever you find your favorite podcasts. You can go to my link tree at Bobby's World 2110. There are links to virtually everything there. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Bobby's World 2110. And that is going to do it. So until then, be well, stay safe, and as always, it's Bobby's World, and you're all just living in it. See you for life, y'all. Bye! What's going on, guys? Thank you for checking out the video today, but I got a question for you. Did you know I wrote a book? Did you know I wrote 3 books? Did you know that they're all part of the same series? The Roar of a Dragon, The Treachery of a Weasel, and The Cry of a Raven. ReadersFavorite.com says that its intensity rivals that of the Game of Thrones series. Now, I personally think that's crazy, but it's not for me to judge. It's for you to judge. Go to robertblanchardbooks.com and you can check out the books right now. But wait, that's not all. All 3 books got 5-star reviews in ReadersFavorite.com. These books won the Silver Medal in the Literary Titan Awards. The Cry of a Raven won Silver at the Global eBook Awards. So what are you waiting for? Read about Aiden's dream to become a Knight of Delmar. Read about his death and resurrection. Oops, I gave that away, didn't I? And read about his journey back home from 3,000 years in the future to stop the evil that started in Delmar. Go to robertblanchardbooks.com. You can read the first 3 chapters of each book there for free. And then, if you're interested, you can buy the books there as well. And if you've already read the books or you just want to hear more about them, you can check out the Rise of Dragons podcast. You can listen to it wherever you listen to your favorite podcast. And in every episode, I cover a character from the book, an event from the book, my journey into writing, and everything in between. Ripley, what do you got to say about all this?
Give me a treat or I will end you.
You know she's telling you to check out the books. Go to robertblanchardbooks.com to check out the books or listen to the Rise of Dragons podcast if you want to hear about them. That's all I got to say, and thank you for watching this video.